Hey team, I just want to just make a really quick video here for you this week. I know that any artist, whether a musical artist, whether you're in the band or a vocalist, or you're a visual artist or a technical artist, anybody who pours their heart into some sort of expression really does hate to do some self-evaluation. We oftentimes don't like to watch videos of ourselves, and yet I know that, even though I don't like it either, that when I take the time to evaluate, that I will always grow. My challenge to you this week, take the time to evaluate. There's this constant cycle that we go through of orchestration and evaluation. Orchestration and evaluation. We orchestrate something, we plan, we practice, we rehearse, we perform. There's all these different pieces that go into the orchestration of a service. And of course, it's all to glorify God, it's all to serve His people. But how often do we go through the backside of that cycle, which is evaluation? How often do we really go back and watch and listen? And I realize that it can be kind of a painful thing, right? But here's what I want to encourage you to do. Form the habit of that every time you serve. For some of you, it'll be once a month, others of you more often. But every time you serve, no matter your role on the team, if it's part of the band or vocal team or tech team, I want you to watch the service that you served in. And I just want you to evaluate. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Watch key points, and you can fast forward. But I want you to, even if you need to kind of scroll through the video on our YouTube channel, the Northside YouTube channel, and just look for if you pop up on the screen, watch that. I want you to listen, but I also want you to watch. So for example, don't, if you're listening and you're like, ooh, I missed that note. That happened to me yesterday. I was like, ooh, I will never reach for that note again because I'm just not confident I can hit it. I listened to that and I was like, I didn't really hit the mark there. That's okay. You can't go back and fix it, right? But there's a lot of things that we can fix moving forward, and especially it's the stuff that's seen. So watch yourself. What do you look like? How do you present yourself if you're in front of the camera and you're leading the church? If you're behind the scenes, you can listen to the mix, or you can look at the camera shots. I was even looking at the camera shots from this last Sunday from August 23rd, and I thought, there's some really nice shots in there. And we were struggling in the first service with some of our technology, but by that 10:45 service, I felt like we're really getting some good shots. That's great. We can celebrate the wins, and we can repeat that. But then what are some things that we can improve? Are the shots shaky, or are they not focused right, or the white balance? What about how often we switch shots? What about the lighting? Is there anything we can do with the lighting to make it better? Take the time to evaluate. Even if it's just that one Sunday that you serve, and even if it's just for maybe 15 minutes that you're watching and making some mental notes, that will help us to grow. The other thing that I would like for you to consider, last thing, is just as you're watching and as you're evaluating, think about what could we do? Not what are problems to be fixed, but what would we like to do? What could we do? And the reason I want you to consider that is because it's very possible that we have the resources, the technology, and the people that we can actually pull off other things that we're just currently not doing. But if we don't take the time to brainstorm what would we like to do, then we may never reach that kind of potential. All I'm asking is that as a team, we would work together to make this better for the glory of God and for the blessing and the serving of His people. So I know that you all work hard to see that happen. I'm so thankful for that. I'm just encouraging you to take the time to orchestrate and evaluate, and to do that on a regular basis. Let me know your thoughts as you guys watch and learn. We can't always change everything, but every once in a while we'll find something that we can change, and it'll be worth it. So appreciate you all so much. It's just a thought for you this week.